This is Mark Kaniksu reporting from South Asia. I spent a few days with Niranjan Das, a young Gospel for Asia supported pastor. He's a Dalit. In fact, the majority of the people in this part of Asia are Dalits. They are considered untouchable by the higher castes and are at the very bottom of the Hindu caste system. Life is hard for the Dalit community here. They do all the hard manual work, and they do it for less than $1 a day. From dawn until dark, Dalits sweat out in the hot sun, cultivating fields and crops that they don't own for the rich high caste landowners. It's very hard physical work, and not just for the men. Women, children, and the elderly work in the fields too. They have to in order to survive. I think I tended to be a little naive about life in the rural villages of Asia, thinking how peaceful and quiet it is here. But I'm thinking in terms of my own perceptions of life in rural America, where you can get away from the hustle and the noise of the city and live a quiet, peaceful life of leisure up in a cabin in the woods. But here, that peacefulness is kind of deceptive. Life is very hard. Pastor Doss explained to me that as he was growing up, how he had to slave away for mere pennies a day, literally scratching out barely enough just to have one meal. So the peaceful life here comes with a lot of hunger, a lot of hardship, and a lot of alienation from the upper castes. Not such a peaceful existence after all. Pastor Doss's father is a first believer in this area. It was through his father's prayers and influence that he came to the Lord as a young man. In fact, his father is basically doing ministry work right alongside his son, and I think that's very cool. The Lord gave Niranjan Das a great burden to bring the love of Christ to the Dalit community in his area. He was able to attend one of our Bible colleges. Since his graduation, many people in his village have responded to Christ's love. They currently meet under a temporary shed on Sunday mornings. They could sure use a church building here. His ministry in this area got its start through the healing of a water buffalo. He's also seen the Lord heal many people. There was a mad, demon-possessed man who had to be tied up with chains and straps to control him. He was abused by his family and villagers. Neither witch doctors nor medical doctors could heal him. Through tears, this man shared with me the struggles that he faced while demon-possessed, and the freedom that he now has through Jesus. His entire family has come to Christ through seeing the changes in his life, and Pastor Doss has seen many people like him freed from demon possession. He spends a good part of his day out in the fields sharing his faith with anyone who will give him time and an ear. I saw him listen, encourage, and pray for many people in the short time that I followed him around in the fields surrounding his village. One man he talked with was almost in tears as he shared his struggles with the pastor. Everywhere this brother goes, he finds opportunities to share God's love to broken and needy people, and it's that love that's drawing them to Jesus. And Pastor Doss seems to have an endless supply of Christ's love to shower onto the Dalits, and it's that love that is causing his ministry to grow in this remote part of South Asia.